Good morning. I'm Jim Hodge, President and CEO of the Children's Trust.
And I'm Ileana Varela with Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine at FIU. Together, we welcome you to Our Children.
Making sure children are healthy, safe, loved, ready to learn, succeeding in school and in life. This is Our Children, a program brought to you by the Children's Trust.
The academic school year is winding down, which means both parents and children are thinking about how to spend those hot summer days.
So we've got it all today for you, from summer camps to summer jobs, and I'm told we have some award-winning programs represented here this morning.
Absolutely. Both of our guests will receive Program of the Year awards at our annual Champions for Children awards ceremony coming up in June. So let's introduce them. Joining us now are Fong Liu, Assistant Director of Fit Kids of America, and Carolyn Kiani Nesbitt, CEO of Concerned African Women. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Fong, we're going to start with you. But before we start, I'm going to take a moment of personal privilege because we go way back. I was your third grade teacher in elementary school, and then years later, I was your high school principal.
Yes,
and I was very proud to give you your high school diploma, and now you are graduating pharmacy school. So
yes,
congratulations.
Well, like
great
a family reunion here.
Yeah. So I've also known Fit Kids for over 20 years, and I know the great work that they do. And we talk about physical fitness with Fit Kids, but you're much more than that.
Yes,
so tell us what you do at Fit Kids.
Yes, we do it all, not just team sports. We have a 15,000 square foot indoor fitness center, and that includes our outdoor basketball, volleyball, we have soccer, field hockey, and of course, you know, we have strength training, line dancing, aerobics, hip hop, and also the best thing about it, okay, is that, you know, our goal is to make kids realize, okay, the importance of wellness, nutrition, and, you know, make it a lifetime pursuit.
Right.
And of course, you know, what happens is that many kids, you know, maybe they'll never get the ball or they never get picked for the team and they get discouraged.
Right.
And what happens is, you know, we have our Spark program. It's an all-age appropriate program, okay, that makes it fun and interactive. And the best thing about it is that, you know, our motto is, okay, you know, the best kind of fitness and exercise is the one you like. And of course, you know, fit mind, fit body, fit kids. So we love fitness.
Yep. That's great.
That's really important. And I'm sorry, you had something that you wanted to?
No, I just know, you know, we just want to keep kids active, keep kids moving, have a lifelong pursuit of activity.
So,
well, you know, especially because we keep hearing study after study about how obesity has taken such a hold in childhood these days, that this is extremely important.
wellness is very important.
Yeah, so this program is extremely important. I was going to ask Kiani, I know that your camp is very special because it's steeped in history and heritage and culture. And I was wondering, when you say Fit Kids, we almost kind of know what to expect, but I'm not sure that I know what I would expect coming into your camp. So what should kids expect at your camp?
Well, we have two distinctive camps designed to keep kids active over the summer, keep them engaged, where we are mixing art and academics. So if you are an elementary school student, you can expect to have a day-long activity, including reading with the concentration on improving your reading scores and retaining what you have learned over the school year. You're going to have fun field trips. You're going to have access to a cultural art booklet where you learn about history. You're going to have fantastic field trips. That's on the elementary level. On the middle and high school level, in partnership with Miami-Dade College, you're going to be on the college campus. You're going to be given an opportunity to get a college credit. You're going to have, so you have dual enrollment. You're going to have access to Adobe pre-certification. So after you come through the end of the summer, you'll be able to go take the state exam. You're going to be exposed to music production. We have a partnership with Music House Studios. They're going to come out and do an 8-week exposure to production and how to, well, actually they're going to be sharing careers beyond performing as an artist. So children will learn engineering and behind the scenes. They're going to take field trips every Friday. And it's a great opportunity for parents to kind of relax and know that their children are in a safe environment, and it's robust, and there's not a lot of testing going on. You know, they just left testing from the school year, and I'm sure they just want to relax and, you know, have a good time and learn at the same time.
Is there a focus on African culture and heritage that is weaved into all of this?
All of it. The opening ceremony, we have a traditional song in Swahili that they all learn, and then there is a pledge to myself, which basically says no matter how good I am, I can always become better, and that's kind of our motto as well as an organization. So those are two of the major activities that will be happening this summer, in addition to the parenting classes and the wraparound services for the entire family.
Yeah, you both run phenomenal after-school programs, and then summer's a little different. They're with you all day.
Yes.
So what's so special about summertime in your programs?
Well, during the summer, we offer a STEM program infused in our entertainment technology camp. So, you know, right now there's a high-tech world out there. So what happens is that, you know, we include animation, film editing, film design, and of course website design, and of course, you know, music videos and etc. that we use. We have camcorders, video cameras, laptops, drones that we're getting, okay? And of course, you know, literacy, that's very important.
Absolutely.
Studies show that, you know, during the summer, 2 months of, you know, knowledge is basically, you know, not retained. So, you know, we are here to help them with our Kids Lit program, Lit Art, Readers Theater, and Study Island program that we infused in the STEM program as well. So, you know, we're here to help the children have fun, but of course, you know, thrive in their education.
You know that there's a lot of parents trying to make the right choice for summer camps for their children. There's a lot of choices, but you don't know sometimes what that right choice is. Do you have any tips for parents as to how to make those choices?
Well, I think the Children's Trust offers a great opportunity because you guys list all of the programs that are currently available that are sponsored. A lot of parents are looking and they may not be able to afford, you know, some camps. So I think my advice to them would be go to the Children's Trust first, because you offer so many camps in so many areas throughout Miami-Dade County. Just make sure that you do the research on the organization to see, you know, what standard are they operating at. Make sure that it's safe and secure, and that they are supervised the entire day. So we are available to answer any questions. Parents can call us anytime from 9 to 5, and we will definitely answer their questions.
So do your homework.
Do your homework.
Is your best tip.
Yeah, do your homework.
So Jim, I know that you have a lot of tools, because in order to do the homework, you have to have the tools. Can you give us a little review of those tools that are available to parents?
Yeah, as Kenny mentioned, you know, we have hundreds of programs throughout the county, from the north to the south. And parents know their children best. They know what activities need to be in, and it's also an opportunity to try different things than they normally do during the school year. So the easiest way is to download our app, the Children's Trust app, on your smartphone or smart device. You can also look at our website, childrenstrust.org, and if you're old school and just want to talk to someone, just dial 211, and you'll be able to find all our programming.
So we've got them covered, in any way that's easier for them to access this information. I know that we've talked about this in previous years, the Summer Youth Internship Program, and I know that it's been very successful. You've got a growing list of community partners. How's that going? How many teenagers are actually benefiting from that?
Yeah, it's going phenomenal. You know, we've talked about the last couple of years. This is our third year.
Already.
So we are going to employ approximately 3,000 teenagers this summer, which is twice as many as what we started 2 years ago. So we're excited about this year, 3,000, and also excited about the future and where this will move.
I know that this is a partnership that you have with community, you know, corporations and businesses. But who ends up paying for this?
Yeah. Well, it is a partnership. It's a partnership with the Children's Trust, Miami-Dade County, Career Sources South Florida, and the Miami-Dade County Public School System. And then we're very pleased. The last couple of weeks, we had a lot of businesses come in. Royal Caribbean and J.P. Morgan Chase gave substantial donations. So right now, we're over a $4.5 million pot to employ these students. So these students will be employed. They will be paid. A bank account will be open for them. They will be getting high school credit. They come fully insured. So this is really a win-win situation.
So I know the kids have to be thrilled. What kind of feedback are you getting from the businesses, though?
Yeah, the employers are excited. You got youth coming in; they're energized. They want to light up the world. They help light up the organization, and we do surveys. And we had a 98% satisfaction survey from the employers last summer. And more important than just a survey, many of these employers went on to hire these students.
So some of the
in a
kids are
full-time
actually
position.
getting
Correct.
jobs out
Yeah,
of it.
correct.
And this is so important because if the kids did not get this type of employment, what happens?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. One is that you don't want idle teenagers.
Right.
You don't need idle teenagers. So to have kids employed, learning lifelong skills, learning how to work in the workforce, and they will be joining the workforce within a couple of years. These are 15 to 18-year-olds. These are young adults who are ready to enter the workforce. So putting them in a professional environment, I think, again, it's a win-win. I don't see how anybody will not want to support it, and that's why we're asking for more businesses.
Exactly.
We have about 300 businesses on board already.
I'm sure there's always room for more, right?
There is. I mean, 300 is a great amount, but we can always use more. So a business can go to MiamiGetMyInterns.org and go ahead and sign up. They get to interview the students. They get to pick who they want. They come fully insured, and it's a great thing. Again, we're looking at being a national model to continue growing this.
Maybe you can talk to.
I think
Lisa.
we have. I hope that interns will be hired at both of your organizations.
We've already signed. We've signed up
Yes, we
already.
have. Big Kids of
Absolutely.
America actually had the highest amount of interns. We had over 56 the past year, and we actually hired more than 5 of them and asked them to stay on board.
Very nice.
And of course, I am a product of that internship, Mr. Hodge.
There you go.
So,
great.
14 years into the company already for Big Kids of America, and as like we said, Mr. Hodge was my PE teacher and, my principal in my alma mater, Southwest. So thank you, Mr. Hodge, for all your leadership, your amazing leadership and your success, okay? And, thank you for what you've done to me and, for all the kids in Miami-Dade County.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is so wonderful to hear, and there's so many more opportunities than ever before, thanks to the Children's Trust. It's really made it amazing, and with all these great options, the summer is looking good already. Thank you, ladies. Thank you both for the work that you do and for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Now, remember to sign up to host an intern. You can log on to miami.getmyinterns.org, or you can call 305-693-3005. And to find a summer camp, you can download the Children's Trust mobile app that Jim was telling you about. You can download it to your smartphone, or you can visit thechildrenstrust.org, or you can call the 211 helpline. We've got you covered. Now, don't touch that remote. In just 2 minutes, we're going to show off results of the Young Talent Big Dreams competition, and we've got a whole lot more for you, so stay with us.
He's so tiny.
Scared to even hold her.
Life with children is a journey
Finding childcare is so overwhelming.
filled with choices,
I'm worried about after school.
Is he making the right friends?
with danger and opportunity.
Something to motivate him.
If she just had a job.
And from the day they are born to the day they graduate, you'll have all the support you need from the Children's Trust. The Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
No matter what your children are interested in, there's a summer camp that's just right for them.
We know that they're just having a blast here, and for me, that's priceless.
Now the Children's Trust has 3 easy ways to get all the information you need to find the perfect summer camp. Call 211, visit thechildrenstrust.org, or download the free Children's Trust app.
Most students will not have these opportunities if it was not for the Children's Trust.
Call, click, or download the Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
From year-round programs for kids of every age to health and safety, even quality childcare for my baby brother.
You can find it all on the Children's Trust brand new website. It's all the information you need.
For me, para mí.
Even support for me.
It's so easy, even my dad can use it. thechildrenstrust.org. One click away.
Because all children are our children. It's not all about the school, or the teacher, or the neighborhood you live in. But those books on the shelf will open many doors when you open them up and read to your kids.
Read.
Lee.
Lee.
Read to your kids.
Let them read to you.
Because when kids read, we all succeed.
To learn more, log on to thechildrenstrust.org and click on Read to Learn. The Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
Welcome back. The countywide Young Talent Big Dreams competition, produced by Actors Playhouse at the Miracle Theater and sponsored by the Children's Trust, was a resounding success, reminding us once again just how many talented kids we have in our community. Let's watch this recap.
We have vocal and jazz, we have Broadway music, we have original composition, we have band, we have dance, and we have all spoken word, and some of these categories are in groups. It's individual and groups, so it multiplies to 9.
In the end, I wasn't perfect, just broken. Perfection broke me, but imperfection made me. And I started writing everything down, and it just became my life, and I love it.
Having arts, having a culture of the arts in this community is exceptionally important, and how the arts help kids thrive, and how that builds their self-esteem, how it helps their academics, and everything else that the arts does and builds culture in this community, I think is exceptionally important. And the Children's Trust, again, is very proud to sponsor this event.
But I gotta keep trying.
I was basically inspired by a lot of my family members that get into heartbreaks. This song is basically saying, oh, you shouldn't be sour about it. You should feel happy that you were basically that one person that inspired that other person to make someone else happy.
You're going off with her. I can't help but feel worse. You turned around.
I tell you, I don't think there's a partnership anywhere in this country like we had. The Children's Trust is amazing. First of all, they're amazing to have heard the proposal and said this is for our community.
So they keep coming back because we have found that they love how much we value them and how important we're able to make them feel, and how much we continue to support them and say, let's grow together.
I'm just overwhelmed. There's so much talent that took place tonight here on the stage. It just reaffirmed not only my love for the arts, but also just that the arts are alive and well here in Miami.
That's education. After this rap, you gon' have motivation.
So with all the killing that's going on, I think that I could get a voice out with the music that I write, like with the FSA. That'll get people motivated and stay off the streets and get into school, get into their books, and just get your head in the game completely.
We're reaching these young people from everywhere, and we've got so much more to do to even expand this program.
It's a new way of expressing everything I can't express through my words, and it just allows me to get my message across in like different ways, and I feel like that's something special.
The grand prize winner is Gino Cosplay.
I just love that event. It gets better every year. Now, you know that before children even get old enough to compete in Young Talent Big Dreams, they need years of nurturing, reading, vocabulary skill building, and exposure to a whole host of experiences from the time that they're born. A lot of people don't realize how important it is to begin by simply talking to your baby. But we have someone here who knows all about this.
Joining us now is Melissa Baralt, Associate Professor of Applied Linguistics at Florida International University. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you for joining us, Melissa. And I know that you've developed this app called Hablame Bebe, which is adorable, by the way, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you about something that I believe you think is extremely important, and that is being deliberate about talking to your baby. So first of all, what do you mean by being deliberate, and why is it so important?
In fact, I would say it's the most critical resource that we have on the planet. So I want to highlight that research consistently shows that the strongest, most significant predictor of a child's academic success is not parent socioeconomic status, income, education level, but rather the quantity and quality of words that that baby hears in the first 3 years of life. Why is that? This input, what my team and I call language nutrition, is critical because of what we know about how the brain develops. So we know that in those first few years, 1 million new neuronal connections are formed every second in a baby's brain. 85% of the brain is finished developing by age 3, and this amazing synaptic explosion is never again to be repeated through the lifespan. So talking to the baby, think of it almost like a blueprint of a house. The very foundation upon which more complex skills are created are dependent upon the language skills that a baby has, and that's only based upon how much they are spoken to.
So when you say deliberate, you mean you have to work at it?
Yes, but I want to highlight too that it shouldn't be thought of as an additional job, but rather just talking to your baby in any way, every day that you can, describing to your baby what you're doing, talking to him or her, saying, what do you see? It's something that's easy to do and anybody can do it. You don't even know how to read.
Is this tied into the 30 million word gap initiative?
Yes, so the 30 million word gap refers to, it's based upon a famous study done by Hart and Risley a couple decades ago, in which they found that while all parents want what's best for their children, children living in poverty are talked to significantly less. In fact, they're just not exposed to the same number of words as children from more affluent families. And so by the age of 3, they hear on average 30 million fewer words. This word gap is crucial because by the time these children get to kindergarten, they only have 1/3 of the vocabulary that their more affluent peers do, which affects significantly their capacity to learn to read later in life.
So let's bring your app in, this Hablame Bebe. Why did you create the app? Obviously, it is in Spanish.
Yes.
And so why did you create it? How does it come into play in all of this?
Well, to explain briefly what it is, Hablame Bebe is an evidence-based, parent-directed coaching intervention. It's entirely in Spanish. It's also now available in English, but my team and I created this because we wanted to raise awareness about the word gap, the importance of giving your baby language nutrition, but mostly the importance of raising Hispanic children as bilinguals and feeling proud to do so. So this idea came to me because as a linguist and a teacher trainer, I was doing work in Miami-Dade daycares and seeing that Hispanic Spanish native speaking caregivers were often telling me that they were or had been encouraged to switch to English with the children in their care, same as parents. And we know that when parents are made to believe that they need to abandon their native language and switch to English with their children, that sets these children up to be at greater risk for a word gap. They need the critical properties of maternal speech and input. So we designed this as part of the Health Resources and Services Administration Word Gap Challenge last year. We won the challenge. So this was an empirical study that my team and I conducted with 32 mothers here in Miami-Dade County, and we found that the app does significantly improve in their ability to give language nutrition to their babies and their pride to speak Spanish.
So logic dictates that the more vocabulary words a child learns, the better readers they are?
That's exactly right. When children enter kindergarten, the more vocabulary they have, the more comprehension they'll be able to engage in. So the more words that a child have, the better able he or she is to benefit from curriculum. So when they're spoken to or they're read to, if they don't have the vocabulary base, they're not as able to reap the benefits from that instruction.
So this brings me to, Jim, to the reading initiative that you have, which is Read to Learn and the free book club. That's for 3-year-olds, right? Starting at 3.
It ties directly into it. The initiative was really meant to send books to incite reading at the house, that parents start reading with their children
how does
and
a book
develop
club
a love for reading. They send it. We mail out books straight to the house to the child, and as as a parent whose child was receiving the books, the anticipation of getting that book every month was phenomenal. The kids look forward to reading. Anyone who's 3-year-old receives a book. If anyone's out there who has a child that's about to turn 3, go to thechildrenstrust.org and sign up to receive the book. Not only do they receive the book, the parents receive tips of how to work through the book, how to build vocabulary, and other tips regarding literacy.
So easy to sign up, and then monthly you
receive the books through the mail.
That's fantastic. So we all know that summertime is an off time for reading because kids are home, they're not in school. What do you do for school-age children then in the summertime? What can you do for them?
Well, that's what our program is all about. All our programs have literacy embedded into that. In addition to the literacy embedded in it, we don't want the summer slide to occur. So we even partner with FIU, and FIU has certified reading coaches that go out to the camps to provide literacy support throughout our programming.
So I think earlier we were talking with Fit Kids, and we were talking about the African Women's Camp. Every single camp has a reading program as part of the camp. Every camp has a reading and a literacy component embedded into it. And outside of that, what can parents do on their own? Well, what I think parents need to do, and going back to our beginning of our conversation, you need to read to the child. You need to read. You need to talk to the child. The more vocabulary used, the more you talk to the child, the benefit. You know, we know this is an issue. We know about the 30 million word gap. We are starting an initiative coming out June called #Read30, and that is to promote literacy and to get out there that parents need to read with their children 30 minutes a day, every day.
And even if they don't know how to read, and Hablame Bebe teaches this, they can still use the book and ask their child questions. It's just talking to your baby as much as possible. Just getting them to talk. Right. #Read30 is what kind of a campaign? Is it a social media campaign? When does it start?
It's a social media marketing campaign. We also have TV partners, Channel 7 and Channel 23, that will be helping, and it will be starting in June.
#Read30. I like it. It's kind of, kind of catchy. I look forward to seeing that in action this summer, right?
Starting June.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with Hablame Bebe. Sounds wonderful, wonderful concept. I think it's great. All the time we have now, we wish we could talk so much more about this very important topic, but just keep reading, talking to your kids. I'm Ileana Varela. On behalf of Jim Hodge and everyone here at the Children's Trust, thanks for watching, and enjoy your summer and read to your kids. Bye-bye.
Our Children is brought to you by the Children's Trust. The Children's Trust invests in programs and services that help make children healthy, safe, loved, ready to learn, succeed in school and in life. To access its funded programs and services in Miami-Dade County, visit thechildrenstrust.org, because all children are our children.
No matter what your children are interested in, there's a summer camp that's just right for them.
We know that they're just having a blast here, and for me, that's priceless.
Now the Children's Trust has 3 easy ways to get all the information you need to find the perfect summer camp. Call 211, visit thechildrenstrust.org, or download the free Children's Trust app.
Most students will not have these opportunities if it was not for the Children's Trust.
Call, click, or download the Children's Trust, because all children are our children.